Eddie Yogi Bear Neblett fought out of Barbados and represented his country in the 1984 Olympics, where he was stopped in the second round by Virgil Hill. He comes into this fight with a reported record of 8-0 with 6 knockouts. He looks a little undersized at 5'7", and he has the body frame of a welterweight, maybe even a junior welterweight. But he puts up a valiant effort here against Terry Norris, who is coming off his first defeat, a decision loss to Derek Kelly.
Derek Kelly over 10.
Now, we asked the fighters at the weigh-in to fill out top-ranked ESPN questionnaires about themselves. And on Terry Norris's questionnaire, under his favorite athlete, he says, "My big brother, Orlin."
Nice thought. Norris has very good hand speed, good jab, good straight right hand. See him coming out very aggressively. That flashing right that I talked about. He is obviously committed to throwing combinations. One of the interesting oddities about Eddie Neblett is that his first 4 fights were scheduled as 10-rounders. The first one went 6, he won by KO. The second one he won by KO and 1. Then the next 2 went 10 rounds. That's wild for an amateur fighter to go right into the pros and have 10-rounders.
Amateurs to the professionals will take at least a half dozen to a dozen 4, maybe 6-rounders. He steps right in and does 10 rounders.
Yeah, that was it. I mean, I think that it shows you that he's a tough guy. What he's facing in Terry Norris tonight, though, is you have to respect Norris for learning from the mistake he made against Derek Kelly, where he just didn't throw enough punches. He's come out here tonight to change that. Neblett is normally a very aggressive fighter who likes to swarm his opponent, but he hasn't been able to do that with Norris because Terry has been keeping him off with those jabs and good right hands.
Terry Norris in the white, Eddie Neblett from Barbados in the yellow, and again it's an overhand right that lands for Norris. Oh, an interesting array of punches being demonstrated by Norris. Follows the jab with the hook. Round 2, live action, Bally's Grand in Las Vegas. Phil Stone with Al Bernstein. It is Terry Norris in the white, Eddie Neblett in the yellow.
Norris fighting as a junior middleweight at 153 in this fight. In that fight out in Los Angeles, he lost to Derek Kelly. He dropped down to the welterweight division, fought at 147. He said he wanted to give it a try. Just did well in the 10. He said he just spaced out in those rounds.
What an exchange right there. Neblett and Norris landing.
You know, Eddie Neblett is showing us an excellent chin because he's getting hit by some very good shots by Norris. And just nothing is happening.
Norris is 20 years old, while Neblett is 23.
You get the feeling if he lands one, he's going to have the power to hurt Norris. And he's throwing it well. It's just not quite there. He's getting a lot of leverage on the left hook. You know what his nickname is, of course, Eddie Neblett. Yogi Bear. I think I heard him earlier today saying, "Hey, hey, boo boo."
Is that what he was talking about? We're in round 2. This fight scheduled for 8. Don't you dare go away. Terrence Ali and Joey Oliveira still to come, our main event.
There's
a good straight right hand that stops Norris in his tracks.
Good body work, too, by Neblett. He had Terry Norris against those ropes. He really went to work on the tremendous right, and I'll tell you, no effect on Eddie Neblett. Another right that he walks right into. Terry Norris is hitting him with some good right hands.
They're standing toe-to-toe. And again, look at Neblett continue his assault. Keeps coming forward.
I'm going to tell you, I hope when we get a chance to when he's a little farther away and he can use the jab and a straight right, that's when Norris does well.
Step back. Come on, get back.
Are the times when Neblett backs Norris to the ropes. Terry Norris does an exceptional job of wheeling off of. There's another good straight right hand by Norris. Well, as you mentioned, Neblett continues to walk through the lethal exchange.
He is indeed, and I'll tell you, it's an indication that he just, you know, he's taking some big shots here.
Let it go. Go away.
Boy, an exceptionally good matchup of styles here in this fight. Double left by Neblett. Neblett's corner doing a nice job of stopping the bleeding over that right eye. We are in round 4. This clash of junior middleweights is scheduled for 8. Our main event still to come, Terrence Ali and Joey Oliveira.
See the jab and a straight right hand by Norris. And if that was all he had, he'd still be kind of an effective fighter because he's got the pretty good left hook to go along with it. Although that one was a little too looping and wide.
Eddie Neblett is undefeated. 8 wins and no losses. And
look at that straight right hand by Terry Norris.
Step back.
He lands it, and Neblett just walks right in beyond it.
at some point, one would assume that perhaps would begin to demoralize Terry Norris, if you will. He continues to land his thunderous shots on the nose. Eddie Neblett, there's another good straight chopping right hand, and again, Neblett just keeps coming.
That left hook, I think, stunned Eddie Neblett, the one toward the end there. Finally, I think Norris got a response from him.
Again, blood above the right eye of Neblett.
Left hook in round 4.
Back to live action in round 5. Norris and the white, Neblett from Barbados, and the yellow or gold trunks. Through 4, I suppose now you still have Norris with the lead.
Yeah, I've got it, well, actually widening it a little bit. I've got it up to 40-37. I gave him the last round. He's looked good in the last couple of rounds here. Very good. Neblett got quite a tongue lashing from Larry Kent in his corner. Now there's 3-punch combination of the body.
Hold it up.
Norris's plan is to land 2-3 punches on the inside, then hold so that Pearl can come in and break them, and then he can get on the outside where he does a little better work. And Neblett complained to his corner that Norris was holding him a lot.
Come on now, Neblett have been hurt in this fight. Good right-left combination by Norris. Again, Neblett just continues to walk forward.
Very good counter punching by Norris off the ropes. Now Neblett is so conscious of going to the body, he's leaving himself open to those counter punches by Norris.
Right in the hole, man.
Hold it. Come on.
15 seconds, Terry. Come on now.
We'll be back with more action in a moment.
Later on in the round, Terry was able to come back well. I was wondering how long it would take before I said Orland Norris.
These are junior middleweights, and they have put on quite a show through 5+ rounds. Undefeated, 8-0. Terry Norris, 12-1 with 7 knockouts. Just past the midway point here. Last 6 and a good straight right hand by Norris. Best of the fight.
And that one may have finally moved Eddie Neblett back. And big cut over the left eye over Neblett. Remember, he was cut over the right eye. Now the left eye is cut badly.
And Davey Pearl's going to stop it, have the ringside position. Take a look. Terry Norris thinks this fight may be stopped. The blood is just pulsating out of that eye.
He may be celebrating a little prematurely. No, he's not. It's a win for Terry Norris.
And a a very, very game fighter in Eddie Neblett is down on his knees in utter disappointment. But it was that crushing right hand. Al, you had documented it as early as midway through round one that Norris had it. He used it repeatedly earlier in the fight. It didn't seem to be bothering that young man there at all. But here in round 6, he got that one golden opportunity to land it, and boy, land it he did.
Neblett returns to the ring 5 months after this bout, going on a 4-fight win streak where he spoiled the undefeated record of former amateur star Daryl Lattimore. He then goes on a 3-fight losing streak, which ends when he blows up in weight, all the way to the cruiserweight division, where he was stopped by former light heavyweight champion Dennis Andres in 4 rounds. Meanwhile, I have one more fight of Terry Norris upcoming here on the channel shortly.